notes, you know.
Gotcha. You can hear it.
Yeah.
You can hear it in your head, and that's basically all you need, really.
Right. Makes jam sessions really easy.
Yeah. So, you want to do another song for us?
Sure. I thought instead of just doing, you know, my stuff, which can be heard anywhere, anytime, I do some of the covers that I love that I don't always play at shows and are harder to come by, just to give a sort of a range of the type of stuff I do.
Okay.
And you asked the question about people that inspire me.
Right.
This song is by Cathasaigh. It's the first song I heard him play, and it sucked me in. And I was like, this man has amazing lyrics. And this song means a lot to me personally because I know a friend of mine is one of the Lost Boys of Sudan. And this song is called Refugee, and it's about, you know, being a refugee and people looking down on you and struggling through this life when you've been thrown into this world that's completely foreign. Electronics, you know, refrigerators, it's all like completely new, and it's very personal to me because of my friend, you know.
In case you just joined us, you're listening to Acoustic Songs Live with Cathasaigh on the radio. That's a cool song. I'm
I
gonna
love
have to
that
check. I'm gonna have to check him out. Patty
Yeah.
Casey.
Patty Casey, yeah.
He's an Irish singer-songwriter.
Yeah, I got to, a fan of mine bought me tickets actually to go to the Katie Tunstall concert a couple years back when she came through, and he was the opening act. I had no idea he was playing. And I love when that happens, when you're surprised by the opening act. It's always great.
Oh yeah.
And you know, we're sitting there in the audience, and my sister's knitting, and the fan that bought me tickets is, you know, sitting beside me, and I'm sitting there, I'm all pumped. I'm like, oh, I get to see live music, because that never happens as a performer. You never get to see live music. You're always playing.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there, and he comes out, and he says, you know, hi, my name's Patty. And I, like, stop dead. I turn to both of them simultaneously, even though they're on two sides of me, right? And I go, he's from Ireland. And they look at me like I'm nuts. All he said is, hello, I'm Patty. And I'm like, no, he's from Dublin. And they're like, yeah, sure he is. Then he goes on to say, I'm from Dublin, Ireland. And I was like, oh, score! Who had it right? And then, like I said, from the first song, he had me, because his lyrics were just so powerful and really just deep and meaningful. And that's what I try to do with my music. I try to put substance into them, you know. And so I just really, like, connected with him. And I got to talk to him after the show a while. Honestly, long after I should have been back in watching her. Because her concert had started, and I was still out in the lobby talking to him, because I was like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'm not giving it up. And then I went in and I said, oh, this is great. You know, she was amazing.
Who was it?
Katie Tunstall.
Oh, yeah. Was that Club Cafe by any
No,
chance?
that was at the Carnegie Music Hall at the Homestead. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw her coming out of Club Cafe one time. It was pretty funny. I was just walking with some friends and didn't realize, and there she was. So I was like, oh, Katie Tunstall.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was nice too. I mean, you know, I got to talk to her after a little bit too. She was very nice.
There's quite a large, you know, Celtic Irish music community here in the Pittsburgh area, which I didn't realize. You know, I did a couple of bands, you know, Corned Beef and Curry, and seen a couple times.
Bob Energy.
Yeah, and but that kind of opened up. There's like a whole bunch of other bands that are out there. Really are.
I got my start doing this. Growing up, Mom took us to see Irish bands all the time at, you know, pubs, at Barnes and Nobles, at, you know, Borders, at coffee shops, at all sorts of places. And I remember vividly at St. Patty's Day when I was 10. And where was it? It was Patty's Poorhouse, I think.
Down in Carnegie?
Carnegie.
Yeah, that's a cool place.
And this band we knew was playing there, and you know, there they are in the front window, completely blocking the front door, and they say, oh, you know, go around back, go around back. So we go around back, and then we have to work from the back of the pub all the way up to the front. I'm 10 years old, I still should not be in this pub, you know?
Right.
But, you know, it's the old, you know, I'm with the band. And, you know,
there, yeah.
Come swirling through, and I'm watching all of these people on St. Patrick's Day, which is a notoriously high drinking holiday.
Right.
And I turned to my mom, and I was like, Mom, these people think they're funny. And she goes, yes, they do. It's the alcohol talking. And I was like, I never want to do that, Mom. And to this day, I have never had a drink.
Oh, really?
It like shaped me so much. To this day, I have never had a drink of alcohol.
I'll have to remember that. I'll take my kids.
Definitely do it, because it's a great anti-alcohol training. Take them to a pub on St. Patty's Day.
I could say it's been a year for me. I haven't had any. So,
there you go.
And it is funny. It really is interesting when you. I'm not being judgmental or anything, but it's interesting when you sit out there.
You know,
it's like I don't get the joke.
Yeah.
And as time goes by, people start talking louder and louder.
Yes.
It's like, I'm not deaf, but that's the day where they like start shouting at each other. Hey, you know. It's like, okay, I get it. So now I know what it used to be like.
Right, yeah, and you know, one of the things I make sure I do every year is I have a family-friendly St. Patrick's Day celebration where at like a coffee shop or a restaurant or somewhere, you know, safe environment, I do all of the Celtic, all of the Irish, you know, even the drinking songs I do, but families can come and they can bring their kids and not have to worry so much about the green beer being everywhere and, you know, all that. And it's been really successful. I did my 5th one this year. And, or was it 6th? I don't know. 5th or 6th one this year.